It's the 22nd of March. It's a Wednesday, pre-FOMC. So price is not as precise. It's a little bit sloppy. But I'm just going to tape read for about 20 minutes or so, just for my practice. If we take a look at EU is close to this daily draw liquidity, which I think price could either tap into now, or it might just leave it for FOMC. So yeah, so that's the draw liquidity. And there's no what's the word, setup in my opinion. I was looking at this, drops lower, pushes up higher, taps into this fair value gap, consequent encouragement. But if we look at like 5 minutes or something, it's not really in a premium, in a discount, sorry. Nothing's really in a discount, even from like the bottom here to the top. So no entries for me. I'm just going to take read, and I'll show you what I was looking at, the DXY as well. So DXY, on the daily opening gap on Monday, it played around, pushed lower, tapped into this weekly opening gap, pushed up higher, tapped into the daily opening gap again, and showed resistance. It then pulled lower, made a new daily opening gap, pushed around in Asia, faked in London, pulled lower into New York, and showed support, pushed up higher. Take out this bar side here, that little candle there just pushes above and pulls lower. So where it could potentially pull lower too, well, we've looked at the 1 minute time frame. Price has left these relatively equal highs, even though price has taken out just like by a teeny bit. If I show you, if I get that on there, it's just taken out just by a teeny bit, and then it pulls lower to take out sell side. So once it's taken out sell side, it wants to like go for an inefficiency. That inefficiency was this bearish fair value gap here. So in my opinion, I would like to see price, if I want to see price take out this bar side, I only would be confident in that if it breaks above here, retests as support, and then it would head up higher. So price took out this bar side here, broke lower. There's this bullish fair value gap that showed support, and now broke, retested a resistance. This red box is a fair value gap where price done the 2020 ICT model. It broke bar side, dropped lower, market structure shift, and then pulled into this fair value gap. And these two blue lines here is a bearish breaker, which price has tapped into, basically the consequent encouragement of that, or the mean threshold. So price is trading, if it wants to trade lower, then in my opinion, these relatively equal lows, and then sell side here, which was to send EU higher from this to draw the liquidity, which is the daily old high. So I'm just going to take read, and let's see what it does. So dollar did gravitate towards this, tapped into the bearish breaker, pulled lower. Do you want to see now whether it shows bearish or not? So here price took out sell side, pulls up higher into this bearish breaker, bearish order block, sorry. There, this blue candle. Delete this one for now. Again, price has been a little bit sloppy pre-FOMC. I'm just practicing tape reading and just uploading it just because for my own sake, and I don't have to have a memory on my laptop. So let's take a look at EU. EU is now taking out this buy side. Potentially want to aim for this sell side here. We'll see. Has tapped into this fair value up here nicely. Should be a bullish one as well. Shouldn't be red. Should be blue for bullish. We look at the 5 or the 15. It's not really much to go on for the 15 or the 5 even. We have to look at the hourly. For the hourly, I'll draw the consequent encouragement. And just draw it out. Yeah, so I'm going the 1 minute now. So the orange is the consequent encouragement. So price taps it there, breaks lower, pushes up, shows support there, taps into this bullish breaker. It's a breaker because price took out sell side there, here, took out the low, made a lower low, and then made a higher high. And that's the bullish breaker here. Taps into that, and now it is showing support here. And then price drops, take out this sell side, market structure shift with displacement, taps into this fair value gap here, and is running higher now. So delete, yeah, let's keep that on there for now. But yeah, price might just slowly go there. Take a look at DXY again. Slowly making its way towards this sell side here. Just keep an eye on this here. If it takes that, it could want to pull back higher, potentially take out this buy side. What was I say? Let's have a look at the GU. So GU already made it's going lower here, and with EU it was going higher, so it's S&T divergence. Just taking out this sell side here, pulling up, put up 2, potentially this. There. Order block here. Might want to tap into that. DXY. Well, just taking sell side, I might want to reach. Let's see about this here now. Delete this one. That's the consequent encouragement of this wick. Wicks are gaps for the algorithm. For me, in my opinion, I wouldn't want to sell dollar because it's on this new weekly opening gap. It's support. The only way I would sell dollar is once it breaks lower and retests as resistance. But I'm just take reading like there is no new weekly opening gap, and just trying to just see what the candles are showing me and telling me. But knowing about the other things, it will just give you an advantage of when to trade and when not to trade. Not sure how long it's been, it says. But yeah, still, dual liquidity 1.08048. Nothing's showing bearish at the moment. If it shows bearish, then price would have to trade down here. Probably down here show resistance and show resistance here. And then if it does show resistance there, then we'd be selling it down to these. But at the moment, price is still trading up. Yeah, FOMC, 6 PM UK time. Dollar closed above here, just shows that it's a little bit less bearish. Probably because it's on support. To do that, just make it a little bit clearer. Make these red to show that's bearish. This is bullish here, so that's why it's not red. But once it's bullish here, breaks lower, shows resistance to break lower. If this again shows breaks above, shows support, then we can head up here, and then I want that to show support, and then we can head up to this buy side here. Just keeping it really simple. Price is played around here, it's quite sloppy. Price is tapped into the order book now, so it's taken out buy side, seeked in inefficiency, so now it could head up higher. Delete this and this for now, and just get the mean threshold of the order block. Price can dip into this if it wants to. If it closes below here, then I'll be less positive about bullish on EU. Wicks do the damage, bodies tell the story, so just remember that. What's the dollar doing? My internet is very slow as well. So dollar's taking out this here, which is nice. Take out sell side, watch the seek buy side here. If it keeps going up and it shows support, like I said, then we can head up higher. Bearish order block. Keep that in mind. Mean threshold. Let's keep that in mind. Wicks do the damage, body tells the story. It's opened above there, hasn't closed below it, above it yet. Same with EU. EU hasn't closed below it yet. If it does, then I won't be as positive as for it going long. So it has closed below it, so yeah. For me, positive for going long. If I was long, like up from here, and it closed below there, I probably would just take out most of my profit there, because it just tell me that price doesn't have like the push, the strength to go above here. Where could it potentially go? Price from the bottom here is in a discount. Do from the bottom there is in a discount here with that bullish fair value gap. Could want to tap into here. Let's see, but no entry, like I said. Delete this. Let's have a look at the DXY. Delete this quickly. So if I was long EU and it again closed below that, it just could just help you with taking out the trade if you're struggling whether or not you can hold the trade or not. What does this look like? High, breaks above, breaks lower, comes back in. Potential ICT setup. However, you don't want to just trade patterns, you want to find reasons why price would want to turn around at that point. I would only look for that if it's below here. Because at the minute, price is showing support, you don't want to just sell into this because it could just bounce. This could be manipulation to go short, tap into this, then market structure shift, and then take out here. It's tapped into this still, showed resistance. Still in between this bearish breaker. So old me would have seen this, so I would have been like, oh nice, break above, drops lower, retests, let's get in here. As a short, stops probably above here, potentially would have got stopped out. Then I've been thinking like, why? Well, price is at support here. This is just a pattern, it doesn't mean that it's going to reverse now. It's got to like hit a certain point for it to want to turn around. Like if it breaks lower and shows resistance, and it breaks above a high and then breaks market structure shift, and then there's a fair value gap, then I'll go short there and back into here. There's no point of shorting just randomly here. If your stops was here, above here, then yeah, maybe you could have tried to sell back down to here. But I like to keep my stops just really short. Market structure shift. However, there is no fair value gap. There's a fair value gap there, but I don't like that one. Just the look of it. Bar side. Does it want to seek sell side? Let's take a look at this. Consequent encouragement. Take a look at the DXY again. Does it want to break above here and show support? Then we would head higher, taking out this buy side, potential buy side. Then I'll look for shorts for EU. This is a very long video, so I think I'm going to end it. But yeah, what I say is what I'm looking for. I want price to show support here, and if it does, then we're heading up here to take out this buy side. And then I also want this to show support, then we're going to head up to this buy side. If not, and it shows resistance, then we're going to head out down towards these lows and potential sell side here. But at the moment I can see it right now, it looks like it's showing support, so we could be heading up to this buy side here, which should then send EU lower to take out potential this sell side here. Cool. Alright.